So what is going on, guys? MrDalekJD here, back again with another video for you guys, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. We're literally less than 2 weeks away until E3, so we're going to be getting a bunch of new information regarding Advanced Warfare and the very first look at gameplay of the game in action, which will be very exciting. But recently Activision have sent a survey round to a few users who are active in Call of Duty, and have actually sent them a survey asking about pre-order incentives for Advanced Warfare. Now essentially what they're looking at is pre-order incentives that will be the most exciting for fans and will want them and urge them to pre-order the game. So we have a total of 6 incentives. 5 of them are potential and 1 is existing. Now the potential incentives that I'm going to list are potential only. There's no confirmation if these will actually happen, and there's no guarantee that any of these will happen, but they're very interesting. So the first potential incentive, if you do pre-order the game, is you get the free upgrade to next gen console copy. So if you buy a copy of the game for PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360 and you pre-order the game, you'll be able to easily upgrade for free to the PS4 or Xbox One version once you get the new console. Now, any of these incentives, do let me know down below in the comment section if this will entice you to pre-order or not. The second one is very interesting, and it's a potential incentive of beta access, where we'll be able to play an exclusive beta version of the game for a limited time before release. Now, Call of Duty 4 and Call of Duty World at War had betas, but since then there has been no public betas for Call of Duty. That's a really long time away. That's literally been like 6 years since there's been a public beta for Call of Duty. But would you be interested in playing a beta of Advanced Warfare? Now, betas are good for not only so people can get a chance to play the game for a limited time and get to feel what the game's like, but it also allows the developers to see what works and what doesn't. If there's anything that isn't right with the game that needs fixing, then they'll be able to fine-tune that before release. So betas are great to kind of iron out all those little glitches and exploits that people may find, or things that need balancing. The next one is very interesting, which actually opens a few different options. So this one is Nuketown Xo, where you get to play the classic Call of Duty map Nuketown with new exosuit abilities featured in Advanced Warfare. Very interesting. Now, Nuketown is a Treyarch map. They don't normally clash with having maps from different developers in different games. Like with Infinity Ward and their DLC releases for Call of Duty Ghosts, they're bringing back remakes of old Call of Duty maps on previous Infinity Ward titles, and you wouldn't normally see a map from Treyarch, for, say, in Call of Duty Ghosts, because it's not Treyarch developing the game. So that'd be interesting, but I can't really picture Nuketown being in Call of Duty simply because it's Sledgehammer developing it, but interesting nonetheless, because I know a lot of you guys like Nuketown, including myself. Very hectic, small map. The next one is the only existing incentive so far, which is the Advanced Warfare personalization pack for use in Call of Duty Ghosts and Black Ops 2. Now, in my personal opinion, a personalization pack isn't really going to entice me to pre-order the game at all. I'm not too fussed about the Advanced Warfare personalization pack. I mean, I've got it, but I wouldn't be upset if I didn't get that for not pre-ordering. The next one, which also links in with the Nuketown one, is very interesting, where there'll be a potential incentive of all new bonus multiplayer map designed for Advanced Warfare and exosuit abilities. So when we read that, that kind of means that maybe they'll have multiplayer maps designed for normal Call of Duty gameplay, where it's simply, you know, you're on the ground, there's no mentions of suits or whatever, and then there's an exosuit version. So we could potentially have maybe a playlist or map variants which have exosuit ability suited maps, and then we have a version of the map which is just normal, what we're used to. Because if we think about it in terms of esports, if Sledgehammer changed the game so much that exosuits are going to be something which we are going to be using all the time, it's going to change the whole of esports, and that all the tactics that everyone's come to learn for Call of Duty is going to be completely changed, and it's going to be a totally different playing field, and the skill level will be ironed out, and some people will be very good when it comes to the exosuit. But it's just very interesting, because with the exosuit, we have abilities where we can run on walls, we can jump higher and stuff like that. So you could think of situations where instead of going in a building and up the stairs, you could literally climb up the wall through a window to get to that second level, rather than having to go through the door and up the stairs. So this could potentially indicate that we could be getting maps that are exosuit ability variants, and then there'll be versions which won't have exosuits on them and will play just like normal Call of Duty maps. And this is also a very, very interesting one. The last potential incentive here is early access. You'll be able to fully play multiplayer 48 hours or so before the game's official release, and of course all your stats unlocks would transfer over once the game releases to the general market. Now, something like this has never been done before for Call of Duty. I know that for games such as FIFA they have early access. I'm not too sure if the stats and stuff from the early access versions of that game move over, but I know for other games that have betas, instance like Titanfall had a beta, lots of people ranked up to the highest you could get in that, and the stats didn't transfer over. So the potential maybe of an early access is a great idea, which is it will drive pre-order incentives, because I know I would love to get my hands on the new Call of Duty earlier than everyone else and get the chance to fully play multiplayer, and the fact that the stats and unlocks would transfer over would be very, very useful, and as soon as the full game comes out you can jump straight back in and you could be playing. So guys, let me know down below in the comment section which incentives would drive you to pre-order Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. The game looks absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see footage of this game at E3, and recently a few esports players visited Sledgehammer Studios and actually took a look at the game, and they said that they were blown away by it, which is really, really good to hear. Obviously, of course every year they will hype a Call of Duty game up, but honestly this one looks very, very different, and they're taking a really different direction, but it's a good direction in my opinion, and I can't wait to see how this changes up the Call of Duty gameplay. Do also let me know down below in the comment section what you think of Advanced Warfare from the initial trailers, and if you're excited for it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like rating, it only takes a second to do so, and make sure you're subscribing, because when E3 drops and Advanced Warfare is shown, I'll be bringing you guys gameplay, breaking down every new bit of information leading up to the release of Advanced Warfare, and I'm sure over the next coming months there'll be some awesome stuff on this channel relating to Advanced Warfare that you'll want to see. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.